Okay, my name is Darren. Company name, Cross Country Freight Systems. And we're going to do some commentary driving. So, I'm backing out of my driveway, looking all around. Fire station behind me there. Sometimes they come out of that driveway. I have a stop sign here. I'm going to make a left-hand turn. I look left, I look right, I look left again, and I'm going to pull out into traffic. Up ahead, I have a green light. I did not see it turn green, so it's a stale green light. I'm going to try to keep a 7-second following distance. I got all kinds of businesses to the left and to the right of me. I'm going to keep an eye out for traffic coming out. We're sitting at a red light. And I'm going to stay back such as I can see the vehicle in front of me, the tires on the pavement. And the light has just turned green. I'm going to try to keep space, a 7-second following distance between me and the vehicle in front of me. I'm just going to hold back a little bit. And it looks like he's making a left. I'm going to try to keep space on all sides of my vehicle. We're going to make a left up here at this intersection. And I have a green light. I can turn left on green. And it looks like we're clear. So I'm going to make this left. Coming into this neighborhood, it's a 35-mile-an-hour speed zone. Going to keep my eyes out for pedestrians and kids. I'll be coming into a school zone here in a minute. Be keeping my eye out for any kids on the sidewalk or any animals. This is kind of a wooded area. May come out into the street. There's a pedestrian on my right. Okay, we're coming into a school zone and the speed limit drops down to 15 miles per hour. Doesn't look like school has quite started yet. I'm coming up to a stop sign. I'm going to sit back to where I can see the grade ahead of me. We're the first ones at the intersection, so I have the right of way. That's the end of the school zone. The speed limit resumes to 25 miles per hour. I'm looking for any cars that may be backing out of their driveways, any pedestrians on the sidewalk. to an intersection. We're going to go straight across the intersection. Stay back to where I can see the grade. I'm going to ease forward so I can see oncoming traffic. I have a green light. Look right, look left, look right, look left again. It's a 25-mile-an-hour speed zone through this neighborhood. Again, I'm looking for any traffic that may be backing out of their driveway, any kids in the road, any kids running around, animals. Up ahead, at least 15 seconds, I see somebody walking across the road. See some oncoming traffic. I'm going to be entering another school zone. So we'll go back down to 15 miles per hour. That was a pedestrian crosswalk there. There was nobody in the crosswalk. Over here on the right, I have a pedestrian on the sidewalk. Up here at the stop sign, we're going to take a left-hand turn. As I pull up, I look left, I stop, I look left, I look right, I look left again, and I'm going to pull on out into the road. We're going to make a right up here, and we're going to get out onto the freeway. I'm going to make a right-hand turn here at the light. Looking left, looking right. Truck decided he was going to come head on. Get in my left-hand lane up here so I can get on the highway. Up ahead, I have a yellow light, and it's now turned red. Get over into the left-hand lane here so I can get onto the freeway.
Hello, Moto.
Okay, I got a green light. I have some oncoming traffic. I have to yield on green, and it is clear. Yeah, I'm getting onto the freeway. Okay, I'm gonna look back over my shoulder here. I'm gonna rock and roll my body so I can see oncoming traffic. Speed limit is 70 miles an hour out here. I'm going by the 171 over 8 mile marker. I'm keeping at least a 7-second distance in front of me. It's actually well beyond that. I'm looking 15 seconds ahead. In that 15 seconds, I can see probably a quarter of a mile, half a mile. I don't see any obstructions in the road. There is a tire tread right there on the right. I can see 5 cars ahead of me. Nobody seems to be braking, or no obstructions in the road, no traffic build up. I'm looking all sides of my vehicle. I'm checking my mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. Changing my focus every 2 to 3 seconds. There's some traffic coming up behind me on the left here. Moving at a pretty good clip. Again, looking ahead 15 seconds. All I see is traffic. It's moving fairly smooth. Looking ahead, looking around, leaving room, leaving plenty of room. Up here on the right, I have a stalled truck. I'm going to move over to the left-hand lane to get around him to ensure that he's safe. I'm going to move back to the right lane. No more than 3 to 5, or no less than 3 to 5 flashes of my signals. As I'm coming upon this overpass, typically I would be checking for a bridge clearance. There are none posted. I have an on-ramp here beside me, so I'm looking back over my shoulder and checking my mirrors, make sure nobody is getting on. Coming upon another get-on ramp. Get-off ramp. Which will lead us to a get-on ramp. At which point I'll be watching for traffic coming down the ramp. Checking over my shoulder. Be looking off to the right here as I'm going by the ramp to look for any traffic that may be coming down it. There is no one at the moment. Just had a couple get on in front of me. Still keeping plenty of room. Right now I'm at about a 10-second following distance. Currently at the 166 over 4 mile marker, which I'll periodically check just so I'll know where I'm at should I break down. truck, so I'm going to back out of it a little bit. Currently about a 5-second following distance, which is suffice for this vehicle. But he's slowing quite a bit, so I'm going to signal to get over into this left-hand lane, and I'm going to go on around him. Scanning my mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. Back over to this right lane. I have a pretty fast moving vehicle coming up behind me on the left. I'm going to get back out here in the left lane so I can get around this truck so as not to get too close. As soon as I get by this truck, I'm going to get back over into the right-hand lane. Make sure I give him give myself plenty of room at the rear of my vehicle and all sides, all 6 sides. Currently going by the 163 over 6 mile marker. So looking ahead, about 15 seconds, I see about maybe 6 to 8 cars. Traffic is moving well. Don't see any brake lights. I don't see anything in the road that any debris in the road or any stalled vehicles on the side of the road. Changing my focus every 2 to 3 seconds. I can see 20 seconds ahead. Traffic seems to be moving well. Again, checking my mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. My speed at 70 miles an hour, which is the posted speed limit. So kind of have the sun shining pretty brightly through the windshield here, so I'm going to back out of it a little bit so as not to come up on anybody that may be trying to stop or indecisive about what they may be doing. And again, I'm coming up on an overpass. I would be looking for any clearance heights. I don't see any posted here. Not sure why they don't post them along in here, but crossover in front of me and at probably a 4-second distance, so I'm going to just back out of it a little bit here. I'm currently at the 159.8 mile marker. Not sure why, but in Missouri they give you one about every 0.2 of a mile. So right now I probably have about a 8 to 10 second following distance. Checking my mirrors. I currently have plenty of room on all sides of my vehicle. We have a truck stop up here on the right, so I'm going to be looking for any trucks or any traffic coming down this ramp. With the scale just ahead of me here, they could be slowing down to pull into the scale had there been any trucks. Backing out of it, letting this guy get on the highway. Going by a truck scale here, so I would be looking for any truck traffic that was coming out of the scale had it been open. I'm going to jump off here at this exit. Exit, we kind of have a bizarre little ramp here that some kind of something European, I'm sure. So I am going to get back over in this left lane here, and we're going to get back on the highway and head back the other direction. I signal 3 to 5 flashes before I make my move. And bring it back up to speed to 70 miles an hour. As I'm getting on the highway, I'm looking over my left shoulder and in my left mirror to make sure I'm clear. No more than 3 to 5 flashes before entering. Looks like the scale is closed, so I won't necessarily have to be looking for any trucks coming off of it. Well, I guess there are some in there sleeping, but there's no traffic coming out of there. Again, I'm looking ahead 15 seconds. I don't see anything. I got some traffic slowing up here. They're going to be taking this ramp down here. Looking ahead. Looking around, leaving plenty of room. Looking off to my right here, make sure nobody's entering the highway. Currently a 70-mile-an-hour speed limit. Probably got a 10-second following distance at the moment. The road looks clear. No debris, no stalled vehicles on the side of the road. Get-on ramp up here ahead of me. I'm going to get off into the left lane over here so as to allow room for these vehicles getting on the highway. Checking my mirrors. I'm going to get back over into the right lane again. Again, on this overpass, I would be looking for overhead clearances, but nothing is listed. Not sure why. Have a vehicle entering on the right here. I'm going to back out of it just a bit so as to maintain at least a 7-second following distance. Currently at the 161 mile marker. Again, I just kind of lost my 7-second following distance there, so I'm just going to back out of it a little bit. And again. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. 5-second following distance, which is suffice for a vehicle this size. And I'm gonna put a little more distance between he and myself. Coming up on this overpass here, I'm going to be looking for any traffic that may be getting on the other side. Actually, I don't think there's any ramps on this one. Strictly outer road. Again, no clearance heights on the bridge. My following distance, changing my focus every 2 to 3 seconds, checking my mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. Ahead 15 seconds. I still see no slowing traffic or debris in the road. No abandoned vehicles on the side of the road. Moving. I'm changing my focus every 2 to 3 seconds. Looking on all sides of my vehicle. Leaving room. Leaving plenty of room. Passing the 165 over 2 mile marker. Looking ahead 15 seconds, I can see to the top of the hill up here. I see nothing slowing. But until I can see over the hill, I will be keeping a cautious distance in case traffic is stopped just over the top of the hill. Once again, coming upon some get off and get on ramps. I will be watching ahead of me in case somebody slows to jump off of the highway here, and once I go under the overpass, I'll be looking over my right shoulder. I can see a truck getting onto the ramp here. So I'm going to move over to the